Now here at see today we are going to discuss about capacitance of conductor. This is the first topic. Capacitance of a conductor. So here if you see, suppose we are having one conductor, then we want to discuss the capacitance of that conductor. So the meaning of capacitance is that it is the ability to hold the electric charges. Means the capacitance of conductor, the capacitance of a conductor is defined as, the capacitance of a conductor is defined as ability of conductor to hold, to store the charges. So this is the simple meaning of the capacitance of conductor. Means the capacitance of a conductor is defined as it is ability of the conductor to store the charges. Right? Means what? Ki suppose we are having any conductor. Suppose this is the one conductor is there, and suppose Q charges we are going to supply to this conductor. Then what happens when you are going to supply the charge to any conductor? Then this charge is increasing the potential of that conductor. Means what? Ki suppose on supplying Q charges, the potential of this conductor is increased by what? V volt. Means what? And experimentally it was found that ki Q charge supplied, this is directly proportional to potential raised, means V. Now if we are going to remove this proportionality constant, so what we are getting that Q this is equal to Cv, where this C means this is the proportionality constant and this is only known as what? Capacitance of a conductor. So this C, this is known as the capacitance of conductor. Right? This is. And C, this is equal to the ratio of Q and the potential. Means the ratio of the charge and the potential. Here you see this is the another physical quantity. That means capacitance of conductor. And if this is the physical quantity, means it is the ratio of the charge to the electric potential. Then what is the SI unit of this capacitance? So SI unit of the capacitance, SI unit of capacitance of conductor. So SI unit of the capacitance of conductor, for that here you have to see the SI unit of the charge, we know this is the coulomb, and then after SI unit of the potential, this is what? Volt. So coulomb per volt, this is the SI unit of the electrical capacitance, or this is simply known as the farad. This is the simply known as this is the farad. It means that what? Ki farad, this is the SI unit of the electrical capacitance, right? But in practical point of view, this farad, this is the very larger unit for measurement of the capacitance of any conductor. Therefore, and in practical, if you are going to make any capacitor, in that case the capacitance of that capacitor, this is either measured in microfarad or this is the picofarad, like that. Okay. So this is the SI unit of the capacitance. What we are here we are written, this is the farad, right? After that we want to calculate what is the dimensional formula of this capacitance of conductor. Dimensions of capacitance of conductor. So for calculation of this dimensions of capacitance or electrical capacitance. So for calculation of the dimensions, here you have to see, means we want to find out the dimensions of C, means this is what dimensions of charge, and then after dimensions of potential. So we already know that for writing the dimensions of any physical quantity, we are breaking how many quantities are there, derived quantities are there, that we are breaking in the fundamental physical quantities. So charge, this we can write I q equal to it, so this we are written, and this is the potential, means W upon q, means this is it and W, and charge, this is also what it, right? So this is what it whole square, and then after this is the work done W, right? Now you know the dimensional formula of work done. This is the force into displacement. I, this is the electric current, and T, this is what time, right? So dimensions of electric current, this is what A, and dimension of time, this is the capital T. So here I have to write, this is dimensions of electric current I, and time, this is the T, and then whole square, means this is the T power 2, and then after A power 2, or A power 2 and then T power 2. Work done. Force into displacement, force, you know, ml T minus 2, and then after displacement, this is also A, right? So this A power 2, T power 2, and then after the in downside, this is the M, L power 2, and then after T power minus 2, right? This is. Now I have to simplify this. So this is the M power minus 1 when it is going in upward direction. Then L power minus 2, and then after this is what? This is going in, sorry, this is here plus, right? This is not the minus, this is what plus. So this is, and this is become the power 4, and then after this is the A power. So this is the dimensions of what? Capacitance, electrical capacitance C, means M minus 1, L power minus 2, and then after T power 4 plus 4, and then after A power 2, right? Now after this one we are going to discuss, suppose any isolated spherical conductor is there, means conductor we are taking in the shape of that conductor, this we are taking, this is the spherical, and suppose that conductor is supplied some positive charge, then what is the capacitance of that particular spherical conductor? This we are going to calculate. So next topic, that is related to the capacitance of an isolated spherical conductor. Isolated spherical conductor, right? Suppose here we are going to consider one sphere, and suppose this is the center, and then after radius, suppose this is what R, and if this is the sphere, suppose Q total Q charges are given, this means this is the positively charged sphere is there, and total charge present on the surface of this sphere, suppose this we are saying that this is the Q. And we know that if any conductor is there, then on the surface of that conductor, the potential each and every point, that is what same. This concept here we are going to know. So here what we are going to calculate the capacitance of an isolated spherical conductor. So capacitance, we know that since Q equal to CV, here what we want to find capacitance means C. So C equal to Q by V. So here up to see total charges what we are given, this is the known. Only electric potential with this is the known. So at any point, if you are going to calculate the electric potential, because at each and every point the value of potential this remains for constant. So potential at any point of this potential at any point on the surface of this spherical conductor. So potential at any point on spherical conductor will be V equal to 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. Charge, total charge, this is the Q, and distance of each and every point from the center, this is what? This is the R. Right? So this you have to keep. Suppose 1, and here you have to from 1 and 2. C, this is the Q, and here you have put 1 upon 4 pi epsilon naught. This is the Q upon R. So this is the cancel out. So what we are getting, that the division, then after division, so all the things it is going upward. So 4 pi epsilon naught R. So this is the formula for calculation of the capacitance of any isolated spherical conductor. And here you have to see, this is what capacitance of what? This spherical conductor, it depends upon the radius, means C is directly proportional to what? R. Means when we are increasing the radius, with respect to that, the capacitance, means the ability to hold the charges, that is what also increases. Now after this one, we are going to discuss about parallel plate capacitors. This is in your syllabus. So now after this one, we are going to discuss about parallel plate capacitor. Now listen, we are already discussed that what is the capacitance of conductor. Here what we had written, capacitor. So capacitor is a device, means this capacitor, this is what? It is a device, and which stores the electrical energy in the form of what? Electrical field. So, and this device, what is the work of this device? It is store electrical energy, in the form of what? Electric field, in form of electric field. So this is what capacitor means. What? Simply this is what one electrical device is there, and that device, it is having ability, or it is having tendency to store the electrical energy in the form of what? Electric field, right? Or you can easily say that capacitor, it is a device which is having tendency to store the electric charges. So this is also the meaning of what? Capacitor. So here if you see what we are written, we are going to discuss the one kind of the in this section, one kind of the capacitor, and this is what? Parallel plate capacitor, and this is the most commonly used capacitor is there. So this is the first point, that is related to the, this is related to the capacitor. And now this is the one kind of the capacitor, here we are going to discuss. So parallel plate capacitor, it is most commonly used capacitor. This is what? Most commonly used capacitor. Right. Second point, it consists of the two conducting plates, parallel plates, having same area. Right? It consists of two metal plates, conducting plates, that is right, two conducting plates having same areas and separated by a small distance and separated by a small distance, right? So this is what means. It consists of the two conducting plates. Suppose this is the first one, and then after this is the, suppose this is the second plate that we are going to, here this is the second plate, right? So both are what conducting plates are there, and their separation, this is the small separation, this we are saying that this is the D, and area of each plates, this is what A, right? And suppose this first plate, it is given total, it is having a higher potential, means the total charge we are giving plus Q, and this is a positively charged plate, we are saying that, right? So first plate, it is having higher potential. Now here you have to see, by induction of the charges, means if seat is there, it is having the two phases, first and second phase, then one phase it is become the positively charged, and then opposite phase it is become what, negatively charged, right? So by induction of the charges, one phase, suppose this is the this is become, because this is the nearer to this one, so this is become negatively charged, and this surface, this is become the positively charged by induction of the charges, right? And when this second plate, when you are going to earth, then what happens? This is what, earth. Then all the positive charges, they are going inside the earth. So this is only, this plate, it is having only what, negative charges, right? So this is the means, now this is making like that, it is having what, negative charges. So this is the simple construction of what, parallel plate capacitor. Suppose surface charge density here, this is the plus sigma, and then this is having what, minus sigma, right? Because equal and opposite charges they are having. So this is the construction of the parallel plate capacitor, right? So after this one, we are going to discuss that if parallel plate capacitor is there, and then after, if you want to calculate the capacitance of that capacitor, then what is the formula? Then in next topic that we are going to discuss about, if we are having the parallel plate capacitor having area A or surface area A, then what is its capacitance, right? So next one we are going to discuss expression for parallel plate capacitor. Expression for capacitance of parallel plates capacitor. This is so expression for the capacitance of parallel plate capacitor, right? Suppose these two plates are there. Suppose this is the one plate, and here this is the another plate. This is having positive potential, it is connected to any source. So total charge on this, suppose this is the key, means this is the positively charged plate, and it is connected with the what, earth. So it is having the lower potential. Now, and their separation, this is the D, area of each plate, this is what, surface charge density, this is the plus sigma, and then this is the minus sigma. So here you have to see, this is the one arrangement of the parallel plate capacitor. This is having positive total charge, this is the Q, and then this is what, minus Q is there in that, equal in by induction, equal in opposite charges are there. And here you have to see one thing, कि they are having the same areas, means their area, this is the same of each plate, and this is the plus q charge minus q surface charge density. Suppose this is the plus sigma and here minus sigma. Now here one question is there ki what is the role of this plate, second plate? It is having what? Negative potential, and its potential is what? Lower. And the role of this second plate is that it is reducing the potential of this first plate. Due to this reason, the ability to hold the electric charge, this is what increases, means capacitance of this conductor, this is what increases. Therefore, we are taking this is second plate, right? Now this system is there. Now we want to calculate what is the formula for calculation of the capacitance of this parallel plate capacitor. So here you have to see that in general only one formula that we know. C, this is the Q value. This we know. And here charges, how much charges are there, that we know that because this we are supplying. Only what is the electric potential or potential difference between these two plates that we want to calculate. And how we can calculate the potential difference between these two plates? For calculation of the potential difference, we want to calculate what is the value of the electric field, because we know the relationship between electric field and electric potential, and this is what E equal to V by D in magnitude. A distance, this is the, so this we know that. So for calculation of this potential difference between these two plates, we are going to use the relationship between electric field and electric potential, since E this is equal to what? V by D, right? There is no problem. R V equal to E into D, right? Again one distance we know that, and here two unknown quantities are the electric field also we are not knowing that. Simply we know this is the direction from positive to negative. And here at this time there is no any medium is there, either this the simply vacuum or simply air is there. So no any other medium is present in between the plates, right? So here electric field. So how we can calculate the electric field, since we know the relationship between electric field and then the surface charge density, and you know that electric field is directly proportional to the surface charge density, or E equal to sigma upon epsilon naught. We know that E this is equal to what? Sigma upon epsilon naught, where epsilon naught this is the what? Permittivity of the free space, or this is the permittivity of the vacuum, because here what we are taking, there is no any medium. This is, and surface charge density, by definition of the surface charge density, sigma, this is the Q, and area of each plate, this is what? A, so this is the A. So electric field, this is what? E, this is equal to sigma, in place of sigma you have to put Q by A, so Q, and then A, this is the epsilon naught. Suppose this is the 1, this is the 2, and then after this is the 3. Now here have to see electric field, Q we know, area of each plate we are also knowing that this is epsilon naught, this is the constant, and value of epsilon naught is not, right? So here we are putting this V. So V, this is what? Q, D, and then this is the A epsilon naught. So here you have to see, with the help of this one we can calculate potential or not. Just to see, means potential difference between these two plates we can calculate or not. Total charge we know that how much charges we are supplying, there is no problem. D, we know that separation, little separation is there, this is also we know. A, area of each plate we know, epsilon naught we are also knowing that, right? It means that this is the we assembled all physical quantities, this is what, and this is what V, and in this side means RHS side we can calculate all the values of the quantities, right? So this is the known things you do. Now putting V in equation 1, suppose this is the 4, Now from 1 and 4. From 1 and 4. So from 1 and 4, what we will get here represents C. Q, this is the known, there is no problem. Potential difference, now we are knowing that with the help of this formula. So this is the QD upon A epsilon naught, right? So this cancel out. So C, this is equal to A epsilon naught by D. So this is the formula for calculation of what? Capacitance of parallel plate capacitor, and it is depends upon the two factors, because this is what constant. Epsilon naught, this is what constant. So here C directly proportional to A, means when you are increasing the area of these plates, right? So with respect to that the capacitance of parallel plate capacitor, this is increases. And second thing, C is inversely proportional to B, means if you are increasing their separation, then capacitance, this is what decreases.